This is an unknown little, uh, hold on. Okay, we're probably fine. Sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I was at a concert yesterday, so, there's still a slight ringing in my ears and stuff. But, yeah, so we've got WASD, clipboard, begin interaction, pause. Okay, easy enough. I know nothing of this horror game. I saw that it was free and thought, hey, maybe this might be. I just know there's some sort of investigative mystery solving as a doctor about some sort of disease outbreak, and that you have to check. I have no idea if, it's my duty to determine if somebody is in fact sick with whatever this illness is, or what. But we're just gonna jump in. What is it I was doing? Yeah, this is me frequently throughout the day. I don't know. Does this impact the game at all? Just waking up, I guess. Dr. King? Yes? She doesn't look convinced. Good morning. I was just about to take my nightly stroll. No better way to end a day. Okay, so I wasn't just waking up. Let's get on with it then. Dr. King, wait. Yes. You might have to check in on your patients before you go. I'm afraid some things have developed overnight. That blacksmith, Seymour Butts, has been with us for nearly a week. I was just on my way to visit Mr. Toll. Figured that as much if need I could. No need. I can handle it. I did see a splash page that said that this was a student project. So this was for some students at, what was the university? I'm sure it'll pop up at the end of the game. So once we inevitably reach the end of this game, we will get the credits. So, or hopefully we'll get credits. Otherwise I'll have to look at the Steam page, which I can do, but that'll be all. Thank you. Shulan. Right, well, time to make the rounds. Visit Seymour in his room. Whoa, oh, that sensitivity is wild. Oh, but in here, it's not so bad. Okay, cool. I don't get any control. It's like Doom 2 level of sensitivity. Oh, gosh. Alright, I'll just have to get used to it. Sorry if it, jerks around. Press E to talk to her. Oh, this is interesting. Sure, I'll talk to her. Need anything else? No, I'm alright. Oh boy. That's gonna be disorienting. This old mine isn't what it once was. Steady now, Ambrose. Steady. Okay, so I remember my first name, I guess. Ambrose King. Hold on, let me go to Steam and see. Champlain College. Gotta be honest, I don't know where that is. Oh, it's in Vermont in the US. Okay. Well, visually, I'm already impressed. Like visually, I love the style of it. It definitely gives more of a PS2 horror vibe than a PS1, which is not as common. I think PS1 horror vibes are far more common nowadays, and I love that. I really, really do. Like I played oh, what was it? Well, I guess it was more like PS2 horror, actually. I'm just trying to remember the name of it. It wasn't You Will Die Here. I do have to play that, though. But it was like, something house? House of something? Gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna Alt-Tab. I wonder how that will affect the game. I just have to look at my Steam library to look at my... Because I'm super, I'm actually seeing somebody for OCD. Because, yeah, I organize my library because my Steam library is so frickin' huge that I have to sort it or I get lost. And I even have to create a backlog list, otherwise things will get even more lost. Nightmare of Decay had nothing to do with a house. That's the game I was thinking of, though. It definitely was like a PS2 horror game. Like, for some reason it gave me, like, Resident Evil meets Dark Watch. Can't leave till I've talked to all patients. Okay, so that's Seymour's room. I do have to see Seymour. My head, the hissing, it's getting louder. Can't do this. I can't go in there. I won't. You will not take my mind. What? What is it, Shulon? Is everything alright, doctor? Just a headache. So, you visited with Mr. Toll? I'm afraid I haven't, no. Just checked in with Seymour before supper. He still hasn't gotten any sleep. I find it best to err on the side of caution. We should give him something to help him sleep. Very well. Treating him with mint and ginger might help with the fatigue from his exhaustion. We keep them... Thank you, Shulon. That'll be all. I'll check the courtyard. Check my clipboard. Click a tab to view patient data. What tab? Tab. I have no tabs. There's nothing there. Harvest mint and ginger from the courtyard. This feels like very early 2000s. It doesn't feel like Dark Corners of the Earth. You know what I mean? Like, this feels Okage, Shadow King, or it doesn't feel... I never played Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. I played Gun by Neversoft, the people that did Tony Hawk Pro Skater, which, by the way, excellent game. It's not much, but it's all we've got. Fresh air will do me some good. I really liked that game. What beautiful flowers. Great. Already harvested. So now oh, yarrow. I need mint and ginger. The fountain's not on. That's interesting. Ginger. Okay. Mint. 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 There we go. I shall bring what I've collected to the apothecary. What is this? Storage is empty. The town has needed so many supplies. Yeah, I love AA games like that, like Gun and stuff. Even if the producer has been like making AAA stuff, or publishing company usually does AAA stuff. Like, I miss that era of just being experimental and making weird things, or being like, hey, we know this genre of video game and these mechanics work together. What if we just took those and did our own thing with it? Like when God of War was huge, so Dante's Inferno was made to be like God of War, and it was freaking awesome. Or like Gun came out and it was big because there were so many third-person shooters. Or like Dark Watch came out because they were like, oh, Halo and Killzone are huge, so we'll do our own kind of like monster-related thing. Like that's okay, where's the apothecary? This is the apothecary. Okay, gosh. This is where herbs become medicine, not by magic, but by something far more impressive. Science. And to think this is only the beginning. In just 10 years' time, this practice might look completely different. Whether or not I'll be around to see it remains to be seen. Excuse me. Oh, that's only for patient data. It's not like my journal. Craft. We need mint. Put mint into there. Add medicine to tincture. You've only got 1 tincture per day. Why? Ethanol, arsenic, salts of mercury. These active ingredients are nearly impossible to come by. The mixture takes the entire night to distill. These days, I only seem to have enough to fill 1 tincture per day. 1 tincture, 1 treatment, 1 patient. It's not enough. It'll never be enough. That's the bitter truth of it all. And with winter just on the horizon, well, it only makes it all seem more cruel. There isn't any to waste, lest we deem it reasonable to start wasting lives, too. That's wild. Too many papers. I never have any time to sort through them. Well, that's an interesting effect. It's simple, but it's a nice touch, you know? I like that. Locked. As one does with their closets. Hold on, just a little longer. You faced worse than this, haven't you? You little bastard. They need you. She needs you. Just open the fucking door. Fuck. Fight it. Fight it, damn you. Don't let it take you now. Not yet. No. Like this. Dr. King, is that you? How could I let this happen after everything? All I have left to do. Ambrose! Ambrose, answer me! Oh. After Dr. King's mysterious death, you travel to the secluded town of Stagmarch after completing your medical studies in a distant city. Recently, Stagmarch has become afflicted with a curse that mutates its residents. It's up to you to decide who to save. Oh! Okay, so this is where the, like, 1 per day comes in. Because it's me being novice, or what? Good to see you, Doctor. How are you? Have you settled into your quarters? Nervous but eager to get started. Bit overwhelming. First day is usually the hardest. Let me brief you on your today's cases. Would that help? Certainly. We have 3 pages to the house. Only 3? When I arrived last night, there were 4. Things escalate quickly around here, Doctor, and with the first snow due in just 3 days' time, it'll only quicken. It's most unfortunate, but it's true. Understood. Tell me about Mr. Moore. Jermaine's cough has kept him awake most of the night, and given him an unrelenting headache. Tell me about Ms. Young. Hey, hey, I don't know how long that message has been there, but hello. Yes, finally able to get a stream. My voice sounds really hoarse because I saw Honey Revenge and Vanna last night. So I was doing a lot of screaming and my ears are kind of still ringing. So yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can get my chat on my phone here. Mrs. Young struggles still with her arthritis. The inflammation is becoming unbearable. Tell me about Walker. Morgan is experiencing fatigue spells and severe jaw pain. That's done little to deter them from talking incessantly. Anything more? Our patients, they've been developing steadily, and while our treatments can do a lot, miracles they are not. Okay. Patients require repeated treatments to see lasting improvement. Understood. How quickly can we administer? Must distill overnight. As such, we can only give 1 dose per day. It's vital to choose carefully. And there's one more concern. Winter's on its way, sooner than we'd hoped. The first snow could come at any minute. Once that hits, things become much more complicated. We're racing against the clock. Okay. I'll have to make every treatment count. Alright, so we've got Morgan Walker, persistent jaw pain, acute fatigue, deathly ill. Joanna Young, arthritis in hands, acute inflammation. Here for delusions. Dry cough, sudden headaches, fainted in woods. The fainting might be a symptom of what killed the doctor before me, right? That we started out as. Do we have a notebook of, like, Doctor's Almanac? Okay. Each ingredient harvested in apothecary has its own symptoms that it eases. Combine 2 ingredients to treat patient symptoms. Read through this almanac to find ingredient properties. Time. Memory of being sick as a dog. Go hazy. All tastes like spiced earth. Okay. Helps for cough and jaw pain. But it doesn't help, viral. Headaches, arthritis, and fever. Okay, so this would be... Feverfew would be for Joanna. Time for Morgan. Ginger, maybe? Inflammation. Oh, Yarrow and Feverfew for Joanna. Interesting. Okay. So... should I talk with each patient first to determine which order I should help them? I don't imagine there's a way to save everybody. I think that no matter what, you're going to lose someone. Can I go up here? What's this? What is all this? Oh! Wait! What? Interesting. Oh great, sending in another nurse to old Germain. Think I'd be treated better for the work I've done. Can't even give me the dignity of telling me this disease is incurable. What tipped you off? The fact my name is Germain, or the fact that I have most recognizable mug of this side of Stagmarch? Either way, you lot really are starting to wear my patience thin. I'm the doctor that'll be overseeing your treatment. Right. I was used to seeing Dr. King around here. Apologies. I haven't been feeling in my right mind since I've been here. This cough is something awful. Well, if we want to help him, we should elaborate on the cough. If we want to solve the mystery of what happened to the doctor, we should ask him about Dr. King. I don't know if we'll be able to ask both, but... given how the winters are in Stagmarch, you'd be lucky to have not met the guy. This is the only hospital I've known my whole life. His passing must be hard for you then, huh? It's hard to lose a pillar of the community, but we're not here to gossip about Dr. King. I want to know that I can be treated, Doctor. What else have you to say? Make it quick. Do you recall how you ended up here? I told the nurse I was setting out to hunt as normal, except I got near the entrance of the woods, my vision blurred, and I passed out. Next thing I know, I open my eyes, and I'm in this stuffy as hell place. Do you remember seeing anything? Was he looking for anything in the woods? Hunting is... I'm not gonna ask that, that's a loaded question. Something's coming to me now. Two beautiful angelic bodies appeared before me as I started heading further in. Shame I couldn't make out any details on account of passing out. You wouldn't have that on the account of me making that shit up. No, Doctor, I really can only recount my face planting into the dirt. Wouldn't you have experienced head trauma? Now you're thinking I'm crazy. I'm doing just fine up here, and this damn thing you need to be fixing. I guess that's splitting headache too. His job doesn't really help. About bleeding time, all this talking, and I think my throat might just close up. Give me your worst. Do you have cough and headache? It's been making it difficult to hunt. Town's meat supply will go to ruins if I don't get better soon. Not to mention, we'll be keeping all the kids fed. Do you have the medicine ready? No, not yet. Okay, come back when you have the medicine for me. Okay. He fainted, but it's not literally killing him. So... this is the kitchen. So I guess these are the other two patient rooms? Okay. Is this Morgan? Okay. Must be the new doctor, I take it. Maybe you'll prove useful to my research. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting to the bottom of figuring out this curse. I just need a little more facts. Stagmark's very best reporter. I'm not sure how much more I'll be able to tell you, though. My jaw's quite sore. Been experiencing it for long? It seems as if the symptoms have only started picking up recently. I'm known for talking, but I can't imagine it's due to that. Sickness is taking many in this town. Don't I know it? It only seems to be getting worse by day. We're up on the cusp of winter, and I can only see it getting worse from here unless we figure out what's really going on. What do you think is going on? Something's just not right here with the people that end up here, perhaps Dr. King himself. How can I help you? What were you doing before you ended up here? Working on the next big piece, I was gathering some accounts from people, maybe even in the middle of an interview before I passed out cold. Then I was here. Okay, everybody's passing out before they get here. Does seem like a few people brought you in. Wish I could say I'm grateful to their kindness, but I'm worried about being here. You haven't experienced something like this before? Can't say I make a habit of passing out. I'm usually in pretty good health. Tell me about your treatment. Jaw pain and fatigue, is that right? I haven't been able to finish gathering all my accounts. I feel like I'm getting closer to the truth. It's been so difficult being in this stuffy place. Hard to talk to. Taking in your fancy medicines is going to get me out of here sooner, back into the world. I'll gladly take them. Who better equipped to gather the news? Let me know when the medicine's ready. Joanna's the only one seated, so maybe that's a factor. I've never been one for medicine, can't say I'm comfortable being here. I'd like to know why I'm here. Eliza and I were really the kind of people weren't really the people to come to a clinic, and the doctor providing her care. Sorry for being so wary. As I've said, I normally don't take medicine. Doesn't align with my religious practice. Do you worship Cthulhu? You actually interested? Well, there used to be plenty of worshippers in Stag March once upon a time. Prayer is the true gateway to healing. Haven't needed much else. If you say so. You won't take medicine? If I have any say in the matter, I'd rather not take medicine. I don't mean to be difficult, but I worry for my health. What else can I help you with? Do you remember where you were before this? Faintly remember trying to put up clothes in the window display, but my vision kept fading. Everything grew more distant. Next thing I know, I woke up here. One of the fishers hauled you in? Do you remember seeing anything? Brilliant bright light, felt warm, reminded me of Eliza's touch. Did you see Eliza at all? Not that I can recall, however, I certainly felt her presence around me, like she was going to lead me away. Lead you where? Perhaps onto better things. Wherever she may now reside. Tell me more about your job. I run the tailory with my wife, Eliza, but now I run it alone. We provide all sorts of things from suits to frilly dresses, but our main apparel is winter clothing. Are you the only tailor? At this point in time, there used to be other clothing shops, but they went out of business. I'll keep my shop running as long as I'm alive. Uh-huh. Why did other shops disappear? Couldn't make enough to cover business fees and not enough having materials to work with. Happy to have such a connection to the community to keep me going. Must have quite the workload. Especially without Eliza, I'm not sure how I'll manage everything in the winter, but with prayer, anything is possible. What else can I help you with? That's all. Wait, before you go, I've been thinking about these flowers in the courtyard. Will you get them for me? I probably shouldn't, but there's already flowers in her room. Thank you, Doctor. So, who do I help? Well, if Joanna's as close with her god as she thinks, then maybe we'll leave her be. I need, what was it, feverfew, and what was it, jaw pain and fatigue. I'll just get one of everything and just, yeah. And then we'll check the book after. See what we need from Morgan. Because they seem like they can solve a mystery. Ginger. Do the flowers first. Do you have those flowers? Yes, here they are. Thank you. These remind me of the kind Eliza used to bring me. She brought us such light in their life. It's been hard figuring out how to navigate all without her. Stag March used to be a very different place before the curse came in. I used to be a bit more lively, smiling faces all around. There was even more travel through the woods as long as you stayed on the trail. Eliza and I were able to make the finest garments for travelers taking a night's rest in Stag March, even prayed with a few of them. Felt like I was opening up doors for them, giving them a taste of life they couldn't see. Those were the days. This curse hasn't been doing more than infecting the body. It dampens the spirit. There's a force not being appeased. It's growing out of control. Will you pray with me? No thanks. I understand, but you don't have to be afraid. You might see this as your best chance of surviving against this. Nope. Here it is. Thank you, Doctor. I can already feel myself being able to think better. Okay. Now do I talk with you to end the day? Why are your arms always out like that? Hope you're cut out for this as you seem. Cool. Do I have a bed? To myself? Locked still. Still sorting through all his damn papers. Yep. Can't leave till I've talked to all patients. But I have. Oh, do I have to tell, you that sorry, I can't treat you today. You gotta be fucking kidding me. If I don't get this medicine soon, this whole town will starve. You'll see. Okay. Just leave you to your business. Under some stress Eliza had been plagued with. Inflammation and arthritis, sound right? I barely pick up a needle now, let alone sew. I don't know how I'll be able to tend to the shop if I can't move my hands. I'm scared of the medicine too, Dr. Honest. I prayed and prayed for Eliza, and when we risked the medicine, she still was unwell. I can't treat you today. Thank you. It'll be okay. You'll see. Yeah. Sure it will. Okay, now it's... Now we can finish the day. Day 2. So, I suspect this is 3 days? They have... Wait, now they have fever too? After yesterday, hardly. I can fix you a tonic of sour jujube seed and longan fruit. Where I'm from, we use them for calming the spirit enough to sleep. Where's home? Too peculiar even for Stag March. Kind as the townfolk are, I have to be careful about what I share of my home. These are tense times. Village near Pearl River Delta. Do you miss it? We're losing focus. I've already made the rounds this morning. I've checked in on all of our patients. Jermaine's cough in his throat has completely raw, which has only worsened his headache, and he's developed a fever during the night. The inflammation from the arthritis in Joanna's wrists has caused them to swell. She was starting to tell me about pains in her chest before she started vomiting. Despite the jaw pain worsening, Morgan's chattier than usual. Between the fever, body aches, and runny nose, it's clear they developed a viral infection. And yours is just the beginning. Best on your way, doctor. Do what you can. Okay, great. So now what? Oh, your eyes are red. Welcome, dear. Eliza told me you were coming. I'd been telling her I was worried about the state of the shop, had plans for it, but I don't know if I can execute them. I'm not sure I can carry out my plans with my health worsening. I fear it's a bad omen. What kind of plans? A makeover for one. The shop is getting on in age, and Eliza loved all the dark furnishings, but the color gets drawn out in the winter. Makes it look uninviting and drab. I think a new coat of paint will have it looking good as new. If only Eliza were around to see it. I know she'd fight me a bit, but I'd rather not be working on my own. Goodness. How much did Eliza contribute? You could say Eliza was the one who came up with the shop in the first place. I've never been one for business. Was content with just giving folks mittens and scarves, for the love of the craft. Eliza figured we'd be able to help them more people by building a shop to display all the extra items I made. I suppose the rest is history. Did she not help you sew? I misunderstood. Don't misunderstand, dear. Eliza wasn't just helping crunch the numbers. She would pick up the needle now and then, too. She just preferred to be the friendly face that greeted customers and showed them around. Suited me fine. Allowed me to keep making quality work. Not to say I didn't enjoy greeting folks myself. Did you get a lot of customers? Enough to keep my hands full, that's for certain. Tell me more about Eliza. I was more curious about the illness, but okay. How'd you meet? Isn't a big place, but it can be hard to meet like-minded people. They like to keep to themselves, but not Eliza. I'd been eyeing the flower shop, getting familiar with all their meanings, wanted to put something together for my mother. And I was looking through the arrangements, hardly noticed Eliza's gaze on me. I remember her saying something like, so many lovely flowers, and yet you're the loveliest thing around. So cheeky. Feels like it was only yesterday when we first locked eyes. What do you mean by like-minded? Isn't many people in Stagmarch that'll be a woman and court another woman. Certainly hasn't been the easiest for us, but most people don't say much. Hard to hold a grudge against the only people that can provide you a warm jacket for the winter. Have you dealt with harassment? Every now and then, sure, but Stagmarch really isn't a place for the strongest of opinions, not outwardly. People would rather mind their own and keep to themselves. They only really start confronting things when they can see it. It worried me for some time to be seen with Eliza, but I know I have nothing to be afraid of. My faith gives me strength. Tell me more of your religion. It keeps me grounded in these hard times, and good ones too. Eliza and I would pray together and keep our spirits up. Nowadays I find myself praying to keep myself at ease. Do you have an altar? Yes, I do. I set up candles and flowers, found a relic, speak words of hope towards it. Good fortunes. It's been hard praying in this room without it. Hard to remember what it looks like, but I can still faintly recall the aroma. Roses, they smelled so sweet. Think of them as an offering, in exchange to a higher power that grants us what we seek. It's a small token of appreciation. For example, good business or healing from sickness. I worry, however, that it might not have done enough. Well, Eliza, I had prayed so much for her, but maybe my offers were too meager. What other things could you offer? Our deity has an inkling towards finer things. I would have given anything to see Eliza well again. We talk about your treatment. Can't wait to get back to my own bed, that's correct, but I can't seem to recall whether or not medicine was given me. Okay. I'll be back later. Okay. Nice seeing you. I'm starting to feel right as rain. My jaw is still pinching me, my head spins every now and then, but I feel like I can start writing again. I want to write a personal piece about this hospital. There's not many accounts of it, aside from word of mouth. Last time I've been here, well, my mother was ill. Finding this to be an enlightening time for me. What will this achieve? I'm hoping this will blow the whole damn case wide open and get some action going to fight against this thing. Good people are dying every day and everyone's so afraid. They have no idea what's going on. Maybe I can be the one to shed some light on it. If you're wrong. You don't think I've been hoping and wishing I'm wrong? You think I want this grand scheme to play out beneath our noses? I wish things were different. But I can't trust that they are. I need you to help me. How? Look for his notes. People thought the man was a genius. I'm sure he knows something more. He must have. Why are you pursuing all this information? It seems like no one else in the town will, or has the means to. I'm taking it upon myself to do the sleuthing for them. Do you feel like your newspaper has an impact on town? Considering there was no means of properly relaying information before, I'd say it certainly has its audience. It's not just my own articles, I aim to highlight local stories and offerings as well. If people want to know any events or potential sales, they can just pick up my paper and get in the know. Being sick like this really put a damper on things. I can only hope people are still talking to one another. Sure, many folks don't consider it. I try not to make it my personal writings take too much space in the newsletter, but I know the stories can sometimes outshine other things. I aim to inform above all else. There were a few visitors asking. You'd be right. The nurse came by and delivered their messages to me. One of them was even kin. How thoughtful of them to stop by, right? Visited by a sibling? I was thinking I was the nosy one. You'd be right. A sister, in fact. Her and I haven't spoken much since I picked up the newspaper. Weren't too happy with me. Took it personally when I decided I wanted no part in the family business. Figures she'd only see me on my deathbed. What family business? Walker's Inn, a decent place for travelers and those without housing in the harsh winter. We'll even take in folks whose homes can't withstand the weather. Problem is, the seasons got really slow and Stag March has never been a tourist trap. Not like I don't mind helping people, I just think my sister had a better vision for the place. What vision did she have? I wanted to expand for one. It's not the biggest building, but ever since... What the heck? Ever since we were already sheltering folks, she figured it should account for more people, making it homey. Feels a bit lifeless now. She wanted it more inviting. I'm just not cut out for the kind of thinking. Better fraternizing amongst others and looking into things. Something else you needed? That's all. Could you bring me the newspaper? I need to know what's happening in this town. The nurse won't give it to me. Says I'll drive myself crazy with worry, but I need to know what's happening. Sure. Thank you. The newspaper should be somewhere around here. So, wait. Sore throat, high fever, continuous headaches. That was, what, mint and feverfew. So let's go grab mint and feverfew real quick. I don't know where the newspaper is. Whatever. Come to rub it in. Oh my gosh. Been coughing all night, head killing me, I'm burning up. I won't be able to make it back to the woods like this. I was told your spouse stopped by. She wasn't able to visit me properly on the account of me still being afflicted, but the nurse came by, left a message with me, just a bit fed up with the kids is all. What's been going on with your children? Apparently they'd been running around with my hunting tools. Good kids, got a wild heart about them. Once I'm out of here, I'll be able to wrangle them up. They have access to your tools? Due to me passing out in the woods, I wasn't able to put my kid away properly. Shouldn't be an issue now, though. I was able to give her the information needed to secure her. Don't fret too much, the kids want to be able to emulate their pops. Those tools may very well be the last pieces of me they have. She wasn't able to put the tools away before? Anyone handling guns should be able to secure it himself. He had no need for her to do it, but she took care of it now, so that's all that matters. What do you need from me? Thought I heard you whistling earlier. Cough ain't taking up my last breath so I can whistle like I used to. It's a song I sing to keep calm my dogs before we'd set on a hunt. They get antsy, never know what might encounter out there. They howl. Tell me more about your dogs. Pops and I raised our own hounds for when we go hunting. To make it slightly safer, if that's even possible, they could help cover ground and are even good about scouting the woods. You didn't bring them last time? I just needed to test waters since winter is on the horizon and most animals are already heading for cover. Wouldn't they be able to find these hiding animals? Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. I decided to go on my own at the time. Isn't that a crime? Or is that a crime? What do you need from me? What are the woods like? Makes sense why you'd be curious, young blood. I am one of the only people that can go out and go out in them? They're unruly and thick with trees. When you can look up, you can barely see the sky. Easy to lose track of time in there. Not just time, it's easy to get lost. If you're not liable on paying attention to your surroundings, that is. How do you manage yourself off trail? It's about having hunter's intuition. These woods call for you, and you're able to navigate it with closed eyes. My father also gave me the rundown of going through the woods before I took up the position, as would anyone who's becoming the town's hunter. Is your father still around? Dead some odd years now. I think for the best he'd been over his head seeing and what his beloved stag march has turned into. And what has it turned into? Full of cold-hearted people who are no longer caring for their neighbors. But don't listen to this old sick man rabble. Something else you needed? Let's talk about your treatment. Sore throat, headache, fever. I'm grateful for the medicine you've provided me, but I know with further treatment I should be as good as Rain to leave in a matter of days, you know? As good as I do how the town needs me. They won't be fed otherwise. I hear you. Just give me a moment. I'll be right back. Int. Few. Yes. Where's that newspaper? Does the nurse have it? Is it in another room? Interesting. Do you know where the... I don't envy the predicament you're in. How are you going to choose? Where's the newspaper? Statue of the late Dr. King. Alright. There it is. Just looks like a regular paper. Did you pick up the paper? Yes, here it is. No one fucking listens to me. I tirelessly work to connect all the dots and threads, and people are still none the wiser of what's really going on. But it's not just them. It's also people they put their full faith into, Jermaine and Joanna. They're both not knowing who they make themselves out to be. There's something I need to know, and I have a hunch he was researching it. I was looking to look through his office, but the nurse caught me and brought me some papers upstairs. I have a feeling I'm closer to understanding things, but I need your help. Can you provide me with Dr. King's notes? I suppose. Thank you. Please hurry back. Here's your medicine. Doing the right thing by treating me. I'll tell you the truth. I can tell you truly understand the gravity of the situation. Those other two are just beyond saving. Thank you, Doc. Take notes. Did you find them? Yes. Take a look. Okay, let me look. He didn't know either? All of this build-up for this man to not have the answers? So all these deaths were for nothing. Jermaine overreacts to the curse, probably got in over his head. Did things he's not proud of for some false shred of hope. Saw him that night with Eliza, wild and frenzied, running out into the woods with a single short gunshot blaring out for any outside to hear. No one saw Eliza again until Joanna preaches to these lost souls about ultimately does little to help those truly suffering. She assumes she knows what's right because she follows words written from before she was born. I remember coming across the tailor just some time after Eliza's passing, and the smell. No one could get in. Stag March is becoming a mad town. Has to be some middle ground or something. That didn't give me any answers. Confirms any suspicions that Dr. King was doing something with the turned patients. Take a look at the notes yourself. Something fell out of the pages. It's a key? I wonder where it leads. I guess you can have it. I wouldn't be able to find out where it goes with the nurse hovering over me. Hello? Dr. King? What is this doing here? After reading his notes, I learned I might be able to harvest from the monster's heart to make extra medicine for someone. Is it worth trying? Oh, that's probably what killed the doctor. Is like he's consuming little bits of the heart or something, and it gives him energy? Is that what it is? I'm lost. I feel like that's what it is, and this would ultimately kill me. And then more people would go without a doctor. I should leave it alone. Jeez. Does it have eyes? In the on the heart, I mean? What the heck? Yeah, that's wild. Oh, it's a sad little Necronomicon. Look at it. It's so sad. I mean, we're only going to play this game once, so maybe we should take a piece of the heart and try, right? It's just one playthrough, so let's... hell with it. Let's do it. Harvest. If I harvest from it, I have to put the medicine to good use. Who will I treat with it? Joanna. Joanna will be our monster control. She will be, what happens if we give monster medicine. Hope this works. Whoa. Oh, it is one heart. What's this, dear? Smells a little odd in this medicine. Smells a little odd. Is this medicine? I'm not sure I want this. I'll take it if you think it's what I need. Great! So I guess we're done, huh? Is that the day? Seems to be in her own world. You can hear her mumbling prayers under her breath. Can we talk about your treatment? Jaw pain, viral infection, and fever. Should be fit to leave in a matter of days. I hope you'll continue providing... Just give me a moment. I can't treat you today. I'll treat Morgan tomorrow. More than likely. We'll see how Jermaine feels. Day 3. Alright, first things first. Good morning. Did you sleep well? What is it? I'm not sure. The air today is unsettled. Colder, too. How? I fear we're nearly out of time, Doctor. Please be cautious today. Jermaine still suffers from chest pains to keep him from sleeping. Joanna's developed a viral infection overnight and her muscles act. Morgan's fever broke, but the rash and headache that took its place are far worse. We have no time to waste. Go tend to them and be sure to choose carefully. The first snow will begin to fall at any moment. Stagmarch needs its hunter, its tailoress, and its journalist. Be that as it may, you won't be able to save them all. I wish it weren't so. Good luck. I finally told it to them straight. They've been getting away with ruining this town long enough. I can only hope it was worth putting the target on my back. I have no idea who will even make it out of here. So much is clouded in uncertainty. Jermaine must have brought the curse in from the woods with him. Seems those creatures roam around in there. Joanna's at fault too with her preaching. The way she convinces people to do things seems a bit cryptic. Off. How did Jermaine bring in the curse? Seeing as how he is sick, he must have gotten attacked by one of those things. You asked him how he came in, right? He was reluctant to share information. Typical. Who knows what else he got himself into with Mr. King, with Dr. King. You think it spread through physical contact? He certainly couldn't have been the main cause of that disease, precedes him. It also doesn't account for me getting sick in my office. I just don't understand what he's hiding from. Why he doesn't want to help people. What can he do to help? By telling the truth, he knows more than he's letting on. I just know he does. There's power in truth. He seems to shed a little bit of that more pride and put himself out there. What do you need? Can we talk about your treatment? Can't be too good, I fear. Jaw pain, rash. Sounds about right. If my jaw has any say in the matter, I hope you can make the right decision here. This goes beyond me. Someone has to do good by the town. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. Let's try Yarrow and Feverfew. Both of those are over here. Feverfew and Hero. I mean, clearly you can be wrong, just in general, and just not heal anybody. I also wonder if, like, there's some sort of level of investigation that brings you to a different room each time, so, like, depending on who you focus on treating. Like, maybe Jermaine finds a key to a different place, and then you can open up this room, or, what was the other one? Out back, or something upstairs. Like, I feel like there's something to it. You would have, like, it's like Pulp Fiction. You have to go through it multiple times to get the whole thing. Here's the medicine. People have no choice but to listen to what I have to say. We'll fight this with everything we've got. People deserve to feel safe in their community. Would it devote that sacred head for such a worm as I? There I stood for blood, put my faith on the line, and then I received my sight, and I'm happy all the time. Oh goodness, I hardly saw you there, my sweet Eliza. I'm just rambling as I do. I never meant any harm, only did what I was destined for. Putting these hands to use, looking for appeasement with my maker. For all our sakes, the world's end draws near after all. I think that Morgan sees it too. When did Morgan talk to you? The unknown traveler came in, hot as fire, face aglow, and scowl upon their face. They told me they knew about the body. What I had done to others, they spoke of terrible things of me misusing my power to take advantage of the less fortunate. They believe I spread the curse in this town. Worst of all, they speak of my work of bringing Eliza back to the Knoll. How cruel to say when you're here with me now. So, maybe Eliza is the catalyst of all of this, right? Eliza is patient 0. And then, when Jermaine and Joanna agree they have to kill her, I would think. And they go out to the woods, potentially together, and kill Eliza. And then, through physical contact of burying the body, they now have the sickness, right? And she's a tailor, and he hunts food, so then when he puts his hands on the food that he hunts, and she puts her hands on the clothing that she sews, that she tailors, people get these things. They get the food, they get the clothes, and then they either ingest it or put it on their bodies, and that's how the illness spreads. Am I close? Does that sound about right? Does that sound plausible? Because that's my theory here. I may be, like, completely off base, or I may only be a little bit off. We don't know, but that's my guess. They think you caused the curse. Travelers convinced my words are meant to divide the disheartened. They believe I'm turning people to worship a great evil. What great evil, you might ask? For that I'm uncertain. My deity has been ever kind, ever generous, even brought back with Eliza. It even brought back my Eliza? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. These are two important questions, and I can only ask one. I mean, she's probably just gonna say, "Oh, by godly power, it brought back Eliza." So I'm not gonna inquire about that, because it's probably gonna be some kind of Lovecraftian level of just being like, eerily, creepily did this thing, and it just happened. How? I don't know. I'm just a first-person narrator. That sort of thing. So I'm gonna say, what have you been telling people to do? Because that, she can give me facts there. This is just theoretical. So yes, what have you been telling these people to do? Let go of their earthly possessions and commune with nature as we have been made to do. It's the only way to make amends for the hurts we have caused. How does one do that? Little by little, trading in money, flowers, the deity likes those best. Eventually, you work your way up to blood and flesh. They don't come easily, but they're richer in value than most. Aha! Okay. Although not completely necessary, it all depends on what you need, dear. Don't you know this already? Of course, yes. Yeah, very familiar. Why do you think this is helping? I don't understand what you mean, dear. Prayer and worship have always been the only thing offsetting the sins in this town. Why do you think we're being punished in the first place? If people hadn't turned their back on the earth, maybe the curse would have never come. It's just correcting our wrongs. This is the lady from The Mist. Like, this is straight up the lady from The Mist who's just like, ah, this is God's punishment for us. How could the town's sins be this tall? It starts with very small things, but the higher powers are beyond being. Sometimes even our understanding, they do so much to provide us comfortable lives. We take them for granted and we face punishment tenfold. It's easy to feel confused when you've lost your way, but believe me, there's nothing confusing about this. I beg to differ. I am plenty confused. Don't you dare presume that I am not an idiot. How dare you? I don't understand. How is this affecting everyone? Everyone has their part to play. Being residents in Stagmarch, they could know of their old tales of the beast that lived in the woods. The beast protected them, provided them a trail of safe passage to the distant towns. The beast wanted little in return, aside from trinkets and prayer. It was a mutual relationship until many forgot of the beast and went on with their lives. So, a grudge. More of a warning. If people don't make amends with the deity, I'm sure the curse won't be the only thing spreading. We have an opportunity to grow better from this chaos. The time to act is now. What do you need now, dear? Have you gone into the woods? I have. After Eliza had passed, I was drawn to it more, like some force had been beckoning me. There were things I saw unlike any I've ever seen off the trail. Blood had been decorated, the woods and paths untouched, bodies and flesh laid to rest by some unknown force. These spirits were not properly laid to rest. They begged me to let them move on. I had taken it upon myself to provide them passage, moving them further into the woods to where the deity rested. Okay, so maybe she wasn't directly involved with Eliza's death, but Germain is killing people that were infected like Eliza. And now it's a question of, was Eliza patient zero? Was Joanna always, like, following this god, or was this Eliza's god first? Did Joanna become, a part of that religion through Eliza, and then both of them worshipping this god through their own means? Eliza ends up becoming infected, and then kind of similarly to how I theorized before, with Germain getting his hands all over all the meats and then it spreads. But now she's touched corpses of potentially infected bodies, right? And so then my other idea follows through as well, of touching people's clothes that she's creating, like crafting. So then people are putting, like, on a new shirt or whatever, and they're getting her infected hands on their chest, basically. How are your actions helping the town? Where the deity rested. Where the deity rested. The woods are dangerous, but my deity granted me passage into its gracefulness. A figure made of thick wood and moss stands against its environment. There it had asked me to place the haunted bodies at its feet, so I did. They seemed peaceful then, sinking into the forest floor. Sinking into the forest floor? Is this thing Swamp Thing? You were told to do this. I was called by those spirits. Whispering voices begged me to help. The deity, too, told me this was my mission. Elaborate? I think it's a test of my faith. Of course you do. To see how far I'm willing to go to prove my loyalty. Can I ask those again? How are your actions helping the town? I'm giving people the answer they were seeking, the way to rid themselves of the curse. It's scary at times and bleak. It's scary and times are bleak, but the answer is in their palms. Psalms? That say palms? It definitely didn't say palms. It said psalms, right? I mean, both are just as silly, right? Whatever. Once they sing their prayers into the wind and adorn their own altars, they'll see how blessed they've been. Yeah, sure. You believe the curse is caused by lack of faith. It's what I've been told. Why am I to believe otherwise? What do you know of the curse, Doctor? Are you sure you're helping us? Ridding us of this flesh-changing disease? No! Because it's nothing anybody has ever seen before. Like, there has to be tests to conduct and to figure out how it's doing. Usually it might include a biopsy, in which one removes pieces of infected flesh and tests it with various, potential, ways to cure these ailments. Like, I would have to take pieces of you in order to determine if this could kill whatever is infecting you. Sometimes it works on, like, the dead, I would think, but I think that also depends on if the infection remains after somebody's dead. Which, if people are touching the corpses, how long before the infection itself just dies? That's, like, how long does the bacteria continue to remain? If I say this, it's not going to matter. Maybe I'm in over my head. I'm doing everything I can. Much like the previous doctor did everything he could. There's some things beyond us, dear. It's okay to embrace the unknown. Maybe you'll see it has some merit. Let me ask that again. How is the curse started, then? Why are you sick here, then? How was the curse started? When people in Stagmarch stopped caring for worship, they grew into more isolation. The disconnect of the earth had impacted on the environment. The woods grew even more dangerous. It seems the winters only get harsher. Subtle things. I believe the curse started in the woods with the icon of the deity slowly seeping into our town. A statue caused the curse? No, a physical agent to bind the disease to our earthly realm, working as some sort of medium between the two spaces. Don't think about destroying the statue either. It'll do very little in the larger issue at hand. I don't see how prayer is helping. It cleanses the spirit, opens your mind. Consistency will guide you to the answers you seek. That added nothing. That added nothing. What do you think is helping? Go beyond prayer. Why are you sick here, then? To test my faith. Of course. Stepping stone for me to become the best version of myself, opening new doors. What doors? I'll be able to better serve my deity. I already perform work for the dead and the living. I'll be able to go beyond preaching. I'll properly share the wealth of my worship with others. Alright, well, let's talk about your treatment. Muscle ache, spiral infection, red eyes with pronounced veins. I think I'm truly on the edge of recovery. I've made peace with my maker. I hear you. Give me a moment. Take your time, dear. I don't need the medicine. I won't be treating you. Hello! Wow, your eyes are very red. Hold on. I don't want to go back in. Why not? Hi there. What does that bitch know? Me causing the curse? What a crock of shit. They think they know everything. They think they have Dr. King's whole plan figured out. They couldn't be further from the truth, pointing out blame to us mere pawns in the scheme. Had no choice, played my part the best I could. What the fuck do you want? Did you send them here just to talk to me? When did Morgan talk to you? What kind of doctor even are you? Don't you have any clue what's going on under your own roof? Dr. King was a sneaky bastard, but he had his wits about him when he did. What? Can you say the same for yourself? That noisy reporter came by alright. This morning like a bat out of hell, whining about how I caused the curse. Me? Cause all this, please. They're like a child making up ghosts. What do you mean Dr. King was sneaky? He was charming and well-liked by all. No one would question the intentions behind that smile. Even though they very damn well should. He cared for little else but the nurse and his research was his undoing. What did he do? The way he cut those patients open was gruesome, alive and thrashing. They needed to be held down with chains and leather. I wouldn't even do that to an animal. Did he not see them as human? I'm not sure what he saw them as. His next discovery to push Stagmarch into the map, maybe, whatever it was little love in it. These trials would go on for days at a time, depending on the durability of the patient. What else did you want? When did your work with Dr. King begin? Feels like forever ago. I first stepped foot in this hospital, once a patient like any other with no anchor but treatment. One day, I step in here through the back door, rifle in hand, being asked to return to the woods. It went on for months. My service stopped only just moments before his death. What did you do in the woods? Like I've been saying, at first I'd wrangle whatever weird creature I could find out there. Knowing more about this curse, it was probably just far too long. Well, I bring them in, he'd take them upstairs. He'd have me on my way, usually. Then, when the trials failed, it turned into hiding these things in the woods. How many were failures? That period of time, much like a blur now, there was rarely a success. He's never cured anyone? Can't speak with much certainty. I'm sure those notes of his talk more about his past patients. He only ever told me as much as he needed me to know. What else do you want? I can do that again. But ask different questions. Why did you do it? Truthfully, I believe the man's vision. I thought he'd bring good to the people of Stagmarch, and I could help him get there. It required little of me at first, then the demands grew and my consciousness suffers for it. My conscious? What was his vision? He wanted to find a cure for these lesser diseases running amok in the town. Eventually, he'd work up to surpassing the curse, spreading it Ridding it from Stag March. Isn't that a good thing? It would have been should the man not have felt encouraged to push the boundaries of his research. He was untethered to reality in the pursuit of progress. Alright, let's ask that again. But his demand grew. Eventually, the work grew more hands-on, disposing of folks. This was before they even started looking less human. Them being monsters is the only way I can come to terms with my actions. Was he purposely killing patients? That was the least of their worries. Between the trials of testing medicine and running surgical tests, death was their sweet release. What else do you want? Why did you do it? Do you really believe this? Does it matter if I do or don't? What good will it do? What I've done is done. That old bastard won't suffer a day for what he did to those people. No one will probably know either. Morgan wants to expose the town. It's only half the story. They didn't even listen to what I had to say. In one ear and out the other, and they just going on to get themselves into trouble. What else did you want? The woods again. But this time... Did I ask about failures? You saw them in the woods? These things were not there before the curse, that's for sure. Saw them every now and then. How did he know about them? I couldn't tell you. Probably saw them along the outskirts of the woods in the courtyard, or maybe knew more than he let on. Does this involve Eliza? She was a symptom in a larger ongoing series of a case of greed. I didn't want to kill her, but I had no choice. If I didn't end her, then I would have needed to wrangle her back and bring her to him. See, she was sick, right? So that makes sense that she was infected with that specific disease, and he was bringing... Okay. It was better in the long run to put her out of her misery. How can you be so sure? There are truly things worse than death in this life. One of those things was that locked room where the experiments took place. She'd be grateful to not have known them. Did Joanna know Eliza was in the hospital? How am I supposed to know? I wasn't involved as you might be thinking. I was mostly there to bring him in. Eliza was lucky to have escaped in this first place. How did you find her? Like I said, I'd find them in the woods. She'd been roaming around aimlessly. By the time she escaped, she fled to the tailor's. Probably had faint memories of the place. It became clear to me was only more suffering in store. She could be back in the hospital. Huh? I set her free the only way I knew how. What else did you want? That's all for now. Hold on, one more thing. Will you bring me a mirror? I need to see how bad this infection is. You... shouldn't... Fine. Thanks. Yes, here it is. I understood my place in all this very well, but when I look in this mirror, I see one of them. If every monster in this town is meant to be killed, what does that mean for me? I had thought I'd been doing the right thing, disobeying that man, sneaking around in the woods, to bring these things peace. There's no peace. There's no retribution. When we all turn, we'll be indistinguishable masses of flesh. I haven't been fully honest. The first symptoms I ever got were those tendrils growing on my chest just below the skin. At the time, I was too scared to do anything about it. What if I came to see you and got treated, they would go away? They hadn't gone away. I can tell you I can tell it's still there. Will you cut them off me? Sure! I need to be human no matter what. I've fought for my place this long, my humanity. I can't have it be taken from me by this curse. Did I do it? Did we do it? Did we do it? Make your choice wisely. Give me a moment. I can't treat you today. Sorry. Did I cut the tendrils off you? Sorry. Just close that. Still locked. Alright. I guess that's it. And now we just see the ending? I assume this would be the ending. Before closing up, you notice that someone is missing from their room. Hearing strange noises from the courtyard, you decide to investigate. Oh, they've turned. I need to act quickly. Restrain. Identifying the transformation of 2 of my patients reminds me of the monster in the attic. I believe I may be able to run a few trials with 2 subjects. I'll swallow down the guilt that built in my throat and go to prepare the attic. Did you sacrifice your humanity along with them? It'll be fine! Whoa. Whoa! In the end, who did you really prioritize? The patients? The town of Stagmarch? I mean, kind of the town of Stagmarch in a way. Yourself? Wait, hold on. There they are. I feel like they're gonna, like, be able to educate people about that, right? Does the cycle ever end? Who knows? That's it! That's the game. And it seems like there's multiple endings. Because there's a few different paths. You can pick who to save and focus on more. And it is entirely free as a student project. So it's worth checking out. This was Triage. These are the credits. But like that was really fascinating. I do think it's really interesting to see. Oh, this was an UE5? This is a good use of UE5. I think the ones... The funny thing is, most of the Unreal Engine 5 games that I really like are ones that are not using the engine to be, like, hyper-realistic. Because every time it's super realistic, I'm like, eh. But when they go stylish like this, I'm really into it. But I like kind of experimental stuff like this. I like some school projects because they do some really creative things. Like, they took the familiar kind of point-and-click adventure aspect of everything, but they gave it this sort of moral twist, and they infused horror into it in a really cool way. Ultimately, I think that was really, really fun. With that said, I'm going to switch to a different game that is also free, and also a school project. I don't remember what school it was, but we'll try that in just a sec. Give me a sec here. So this is Wretched Depths, and oh, wait a minute, hold on. There we go. So full disclosure, I've actually already played this one. I played this. Steam recommended it to me. And I played it, and I don't know. It roped me in, and I played it and finished it not like immediately in like 45 minutes or something. And then I replayed it again because it was just that good. And I was just curious if there was any difference. I don't recall there being anything different. But like it was just this really interesting idea. Even though I've already played it, we'll do normal, just so people can see the authentic experience. But it kind of gives like retro, yeah. So, you probably won't be into this because it is a fishing game, and were it like you never personally, your character never actually goes in the water. Your character stays on land the entire time. However, it does that arcadey thing. I guess I couldn't ignore something like this. It does the arcadey thing where the camera follows the hook. And so the hook goes in the water, which means the camera goes in the water. I'm thinking about it too hard. So if you get agoraphobic when you go into the water, then you're not going to have a good time. And I know I personally get that way, but for some reason, when it's just like a fishing hook, I'll have to stop in town and ask for directions. When it's a fishing hook or like arcadey like this, couldn't find Lake Imperium on any map. I don't mind it as much, but when it's when it's like a character, I freak out. Like Far Cry games, I can't do it. I think that's Twin Pines in the distance. Let's see a Twin Peaks reference. But and that's crazy because I've actually drowned and blacked out, but I think when I played so much of like Sega Marine fishing, it desensitized me to that. So I didn't personally get to that point, but I figure you might. So, you know, if you're interested in hanging around long enough before we get to that point, and I'll let you know, before we cast into any water, and that's when you can dip out. Or if you want, you can dip out right now, no worries. I won't fault you for it. I totally get it. Because I get that way too. And I totally get it. But there is some appeal to it before we get there. Yeah. No worries. Open 24 hours? What fishing shop is open 24 hours? I love the, like, warbly graphics. Get deep. Gaming monthly. You just leave your fish out here, not on ice. A new face. Judging by your gear, I'm guessing you're here for fishing season. I'm Mike, the shopkeeper around here. Any quality fish you catch, I'll gladly buy. Also, if you're looking for tackle or a new rod, I'm your guy. Even if you just want to chat, I'll be here. I get some fresh gear in stock from time to time. You should definitely check back later. Well, I bet you're eager to get started. Oh, you need directions to Lake Imperium. In that case, go back the way you came and head east for a few miles. You'll know you're almost there when you see a tunnel. Oh, I don't think we have... So we have no money. We organize our fishing thing like dredge style. And this is our equipment. And we can tune into the... Missing tomorrow? What? Weeping Moon. Oh, Weeping Moon is the band? Oh, these are royalty free. I'd be surprised if they weren't, considering they published it on Steam. What should I do? Drive to the lake. And we're going to investigate around the lake first. So I'm not going to do any fishing yet. I like that there's little physics here. Woo. It's been a while since I've gone fishing in a lake like this. I feel a little rusty. Maybe I should brush up on the fishing tips in my journal. Left mouse button near water to aim your rod. Different rods allow different distances. Releasing your lure will sink where aimed. Different lures allow you to fish deeper. As your lure sinks, you will attract fish. Hold right mouse bumper to keep your lure at its current depth. When you have a fish, press left mouse button to reel it in. Be careful not to create too much tension. If you're having trouble, press right mouse button to steady a bit. And if nothing is on your line, press right trigger, or press R to reel it in. Alright, we're good. And there's quite a lot of fish to collect as well. We'll save. I think, we can pixelate more. Center fish selection. I don't know what that means. Right. So, let's just,
93.5 KARP, The Car. Coming at you with the catch of the day. Here's 90210 with their new hit, Something Forgotten. I'd never forget a tasty track like this.
Sometimes those, folks on the... Oh, yeah. See, the bubbles, I believe, also show spots you can fish as well. You can fish pretty much anywhere. Sometimes the radio will say some, like, weird stuff. Oh, look. Look at that. Hi there. Oh, you're facing the window. Oh, hello. We'll get close. Hi. Oof. Gone. Gone. Yeah. So we've got, little, like, recordings. Jenkins log, November 5th. After looking more into the history of this town, I found something interesting. There's been a string of disappearances. All of the victims were a bunch of drifters with no friends or family. People you wouldn't notice going missing. Whenever I bring it up to the townsfolk, I get distant stares. I'm not sure if they're all in on it or just blissfully unaware. I don't have enough information to determine that yet. Jenkins log, November 2nd. I just arrived in Twin Pines yesterday, and after taking a look around, something's definitely off. There are unnatural mutations in the wildlife, like nothing I've ever seen before. Hold on. Go. Like nothing I've ever seen before. I need to keep digging. No diving. Got that? None of that here. Don't do that. Of course, there's a cemetery at our wonderful fishing lake. Why wouldn't there be? It's where we bury all our dear departed fish. We don't flush them down the toilet round these parts. We bury them. They deserve to be buried. Boat. I'm trying to remember. I think there's footprints around here somewhere. I don't remember if, like, the days add different details or not. I know at one point there were, like, footprints. Here's that. Yeah, this is where I was like, oh, this bucket, and then the bucket ultimately has
93.5 KARP, The Carb. Coming at you with a
Carb.
new single from a band called The Man. We're gonna slow it on down with their hit, Pink Waves. Here's hoping you catch a big one.
KIRP, The Carb. You can tell that means it's on the west side of the US. Because, the east side is W. Radio stations start with W. Huh. I guess it's later in the day that it would have footprints, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much it until we start actually fishing. So yeah, if you get agoraphobic, this is the point to turn away, because I am gonna. Oh, hello. Huh. All right, we're gonna fish now. Huntsman. What is that? What is that? What is Huntsman? What's Huntsman? Giant spider. Oh! You mean the one that, like, the AI of it learns from you? That people have been... Yeah! Yeah! No, I've seen, like, clips on TikTok about that. It might also pick up your mic? So, I'm not sure. I think it does. That would be interesting. I would hope I'd be able to tune in for that, for sure. Because most of the time when you stream, I'm at work. Because I work afternoons. So, like, I have to head out at, like, 1 o'clock. Or, like, I get back at 8 and I have to work the next morning because you're doing Fridays sometimes. And I can't do that either because I work the next morning. Yeah, I mean, it does stay on Twitch a while, so I probably would be able to catch a VOD if I go on Twitch. So if it seems like I've missed out, please send me a link to that. I want to watch the VOD if I miss it.
So this was a bad idea, coming in here. Hey.
Alright, now I'm gonna go fishing. So, here we go. Five to 8. Yeah. I'm like almost always at work unless it's like one of my 2 days off. Which are Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm kind of like randomly streaming as well on those days, so. Nice. Good old trout. Yeah, this hella reminds me of like Sega Marine Fishing, which I loved. And like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Sega Bass Fishing." It's like, the fishing mechanics were better in that game, but the game itself is not that good. Yeah, it's not like the game will creep you out the deeper you get into the lake. But all in all, the game itself, like, I think the music helps too, right? Like, these lo-fi beats kind of help. So, it's just one of those things where kind of arcadey, fishing like this, Sega Bass, Sega Marine, the fishing mechanics in those kind of are oddly comforting in a weird way. I got a shad, he looks a little sad. At least to me, they're comforting. A larger bass, not bad. Could fit a few more. Maybe not. Oh, you can't, like, swap. I've ruined it now. Oh, wait. There we go. I don't remember fishing in Ocarina that much. Was it like this? That's cool. It does have that, like, retro... Maybe not retro is the best word, but, like, retro game vibe of the way it handles fishing video game, kind of. Oh, can you see that? Might be really hazy, but there's some weird one off in the distance, center screen. It's gone now. Hold on, let me see if I can... Was it?
5, the Carp. We're bringing you this new band, Missing Tomorrow, with their new synth track topping the charts, Weeping Moon. Let's see if you enjoy this one.
There it is. This one right here. It's going away. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Uh-oh. Looks like my cooler is full. I have to let this go. Oh, it won't even let me swap something out and try and organize my cooler. Interesting. Alright, well let's just go sell some stuff. We don't have a lot to sell, but this will be something. Maybe we can at least upgrade one thing, right? Maybe Ocarina is where I got the... Definitely Fable was another one where I was just like, more games, especially games that have like an open worldness kind of to them, more of them need a fishing minigame. But then I also think, like, Fable is the way to not do a fishing minigame. More games could use it, and I think the best example I have of just a game that could use fishing is Horizon, the first one, because you need fish skin and fish bone for crafting materials, for, like, upgrading your quiver and stuff, and you have to shoot arrows into fish. And then you have to, like, craft new arrows or go, like, try and get this arrow back. And it's just, like, that's so much of a hassle. And you have to, like, chase down the corpses of these fish as they slowly drift down the river. And it's like, you know, I would like at least the option to do fishing if the minigame wasn't crazy. And then also, the way I think a fishing game worked out really, really well is Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 did fishing minigame really, really, really well. Good to see you again. Catch anything out there? Sell fish. Let's see what you got for me today. 78, 96, 94, 90, and 149. The trout is really valuable. We've got $507. Let's chat with him. Tackle's looking a bit busted. If you don't have quite enough cash for a new one, catch me some fish and I'll gladly... okay, what can I do for you? Buy gear. Alright, here's what I've got in stock. Okay. So we can either go back out there and sell some stuff, like catch a few more fish to get this new fishing rod, or... ooh, we could buy the new lure. Let's buy the new lure. Yeah. See ya. And then items. Boom. So now we have more depth, and it'll lure more fish in.
93.5 The Car. Here bringing you a little soul injection with Sonny Ellington and his track, River Soul. How about a bite of this one?
I do like that they put voice acting work into, and music. Maybe they didn't create the music, they got some public domain stuff, but I like that if they did do public domain stuff, that it's actually giving credit, I would think, to the person. Oh, hello. Sir? Sir, wait! What are you doing? Oh! Oh. Come here. Look at this thing. Look at that thing! Look at it! It's got hands, not sure I want to high-five him. Look it! Is this shit crazy? This is when you're like, oh, wait a minute, this is fucking weird. Because it already was like, oh, well, this is kind of mildly spooky, and then you start getting the fish, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. There's some weird fucking fish in here. Oh, largemouth bass. Hold on, there's another one of those hand guys over here. There's a few. No, go away. Oh my gosh. It was like chasing it. Larger bass. Okay. See if we can't catch one more of these hand lionfish things. Hello. Come on. Come on. That's it. Come on. Yeah.
93.5, the car. We're bringing you this new band, missing tomorrow, with their new 5th track topping the charts, Weeping Moon. Let's see if you enjoy this one.
Let's see if you enjoy this one. Again. Can only catch like a few fish. What happens if I rotate this? Do I get any better space? I wish I could swap. Alright. Drive to town. And this is the gameplay loop now. So that's what this gameplay loop is right now. We just keep doing that, invariably getting deeper into this lake and learning a bit more secrets in the process. But it's not bad, you know, it's a simple gameplay loop, but it's executed well, especially for something by such a small team. He won't buy these. Oh, that's right. That looks a little strange to me. Can I afford any other gear? Nope. I have to find... There's somebody else who will buy these. Hey, you. Over here. You won't get anywhere trying to sell those fish to him. This guy. I noticed you have some unique fish to sell. That guy Mike, he doesn't understand. Plain as paper, that one. But me? No. I see the value in something like this. What do you say we make a deal? Any freaky fish like this you come across, I'll gladly buy them off you. I'd like to see you find anyone else in town who would. You have them, right? What do you want? Chat? What am I, a fucking telephone? What do you want? Hand them over now. So we've already almost got $1,000. What do you want? That's it. Now scram! So we can buy our new fishing rod. Good to see you again. Catch anything out there? Let's chat. If you want some tips about good fishing spots, maybe ask one of the local guys. You might see other fishermen around Lake Imperium from time to time. Buy gear. The angler gets even deeper and more allure. But we'll do the fishing rod that has more range. See ya. Drive to the lake. Lo-fi beats to fish and be scared to. Hey there, handfish. Come here. Come here. No. Wait. Handfish. Handfish, come here. Come here. It's funny how the shark turns pink underwater. Come on. No! No! I want handfish. I don't want you. Handfish, no! Don't leave! Handfish, come back!
.93.5 KARP.
Handfish?
Coming at
The carp.
catch of the day. Here's
Handfish?
90210 with their new hit, Something Forgotten. I'd never forget a tasty track like this.
Oh, that's covered in, like, boils or whatever. It's right. Got, like, some weird growths or whatever. This guy looks like he's swollen. Is that a rash? Infected fish. Hold on. The handfish keeps getting farther away. There's one. Either of you, hey. That's it. That's it. Rawr. I like how their mouths don't open or close. They just are exactly as they are. Hello. Oh, handfish, okay. Uh-oh. Looks like my cooler is full. I'll have to let this go. What do you mean? Well, because I fucking organized it wrong? Shit. See, now we're getting... There's some real weird shit down there. You can already see, like, it starts getting really fucking weird. Okay. Yeah, some of them really do be looking like a goblin, like down in those waters there. Alright, I think we could fit one more. Come on.
The car. We're bringing you a little soul injection.
Uh-oh.
Sonny Ellington.
So it won't rotate the fish for me.
River Soul.
It just leaves them exactly as they are, which is unfortunate. Like some weird tentacle things down there. Come on. Or that. Alright. I forgot about that one. Is that bait wriggling in its wound? Zombie fish. Yeah, it's got like a giant hole in it, and there's like a worm wriggling around in the inside. Fucking weird. And it shows a little eye for what Mike will and won't buy. So, if it has the eye, he won't buy it. Drive to town. Hello there. It's you again. You have them, right? What do you want? Selfish? Hand them over now. What do you want? Bye. Scram. Good to see you again. Catch anything out there? Buy gear. So the Angler is 500, and then the Sea Beast DX 35 feet is, 35-foot range is 1,500. And we're actually pretty close to that already, so we'll just save up for that, and then we'll start focusing on the lures. So we're already making some pretty serious bank. As long as we focus on getting the, like, really weird fish as opposed to the regular ones. Drive to the lake. I think there's more to explore, but I don't remember. Because I swear there was something about, like, footprints and like somebody left their wellies. I don't think anybody ever elaborates on this. Oh, here we go. There's a journal. Jenkins log, December 14th. And here I thought things couldn't get any weirder. There's some kind of ruins in the middle of nowhere. These ruins don't match any other civilization. There isn't even a record of ancient peoples living here. I'm gonna find a sample and see if I can date it. Why haven't there been any reports from anthropologists? Maybe they're being silenced. Am I next? I need to be careful.
I'd never forget a tasty track like this.
I love how it's being super creepy, and then you're just like, do 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 do. See, here's Boots and Bucket, and the Boots are facing this way, but it doesn't really mean anything. We saw somebody jump off the dock earlier. There's another log. January 25th. The people living here have no idea. This is so much deeper than I thought. Something has caught on to my investigation. I see it, always watching. It's not human. It always disappears before I can get a good look at it. A tall, shadowy figure with big red eyes. We've seen that. Nobody else sees it. We have! They say it's all in my head. They treat me like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy! Nothing proves how you're not crazy like yelling it at the top of your lungs. Nothing will disprove someone faster. Yeah, so keep that in mind whenever somebody says, oh, you're being crazy. Just shout it. No, I'm not being crazy! And they'll believe you. I know it's real! Hey, look at this. An arm. And our character has nothing to say about it. That's the part that bothers me more than anything else, is that we find stuff, and unless it is, like, just the Pepsi. I just wanted some fucking breakfast! Like, we find things in the woods, like missing boots, and a fucking arm, and we can't investigate them. But we're going up to these random tape recorders and just clicking them. Being like, hey, what What does this have to say? Thankfully, whoever recorded those rewound them before placing them wherever they got placed. Is this the same? Yeah. These are all exactly the same. But, like, that's so weird that our character has nothing to say about those. Or, like, this rock formation that's clearly not natural. Whatever. Oh! We can see a glow by the boat, so there's a recording there. Thankfully, they're lit up. Otherwise, they'd blend in the shadows. It's February 6th, and I've figured something out. It's all connected. Everything. The mutations, the corpses, the townspeople, that shadowy fuck. All of it is connected. But how? I know it is. I know it is, 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 I know it is! I think he knows. I think he knows it's connected.
Enjoy this one.
You better enjoy this one. Hey there, Handfish. Bye, Handfish. Anything down here? 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 Oh. It's the infected fish. And it's funny, I got, like, really into this and wanted more, and then we didn't get more. Though the team was talking about, according to Steam updates, they were talking about potentially working on this more and elaborating further and fleshing it out into a full game. And then they didn't, because they all went their separate ways, as they should, you know, as adults do, especially after graduation. And honestly, I wish them all much success, because I'm curious to see what they all respectively do in their careers. I hope that they all find much success and get to do stuff that they enjoy doing. Especially if it's more creative stuff like this. But then Dredge became a thing, and Dredge was so good. Dredge was like one of those games that was just one of the best things I played that year in 2024. It was just so good, and it came out of fucking nowhere, and I was so pleased with that game. It ended up being so awesome. Yeah. Just in case we find another... Oh, hold on. Another handfish. Let's go in this pit, because there seems to be something we haven't caught before. There they are. Maybe they'll come up. There it is. Look at that. Look at how weird that thing is. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't catch it. It's too... My cooler's too full. Damn. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, let's at least catch something else. Hey. Come here. Oh, I don't want the largemouth bass. I want the trout. Come on. Stop that. Alright, well, I guess that's it, huh? Hey, kid, how's it going? What can I do for you? Buy gear. Here's what I got in stock. The 1500 fishing rod. Alright.
93.5 The Car.
See ya.
Here bringing you a little soul injection.
Oh, I meant to sell the other fish.
And his track.
What can I do for you?
Soul.
Sell.
How about a bite
Boom,
of
boom.
this one?
Oh, we can buy the other lure. See ya. Oh, we never equipped the other rod. We never equipped the carbon rod. Oops. We were just fishing with... No wonder it felt like I wasn't making a difference. Because I wasn't. Whoops. Let's save. Save before you sleep. Because I think at one point it's like the end of the game. Okay, so we have largemouth bass, trout, infected fish, shad, lion handfish, zombie fish, parasite mouthfish. So it adds it to our thing anyways. That's the end. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages of fish. So there's 18 fish total. When should I wake up? Noon! Oh, 8-bit, you bonked your head on the tablet. Goofball. What's up? 8-bit's just jumped up on the bed. Bonked her head. You can lay down. There you go. Oh, look! He's out on the water! Oh, he went in! That was so quick! Now it's starting to get foggy around here. There's something. Look at that! There's a one-eyed bird watching us. The eye really follows us around. That's so cool. They put a lot of little details into it that just really make this game... Like, even though 18 doesn't seem like a large amount of fish, and the game itself is really slow, really quick, if we weren't, like, pacing around as we are right now, and the loop is really simple, but I think there's something to the simplicity of it. Oh. See, now the boots are gone! And the boot print, there's the prints right there! See? And they just disappear. They were there the day before, and now they're just gone. Like, I have such a fondness for this, and it's like so simple. I can't explain what it is about this game that I love. The hole in the gate, like, very clearly animals can get in, even if the gate was locked up. So, there's... It's really fascinating. Alright, let's, we can pretty much go in the center. Let's go as deep as we possibly can. Look at that. There's also a fish, like... Oh, shit. An early game fish that we're missing on page 1. Jeez, its eye is almost bigger than its entire body. Isn't that crazy? It's so fucking weird. I wonder what else we're missing that's at, like, the very tip-top. Just because I'm curious. So, like, what other fish are we missing? Whatever. Down we go. Now it starts getting red. You can catch on the sides, so you have to be, like, really cautious, because Otherwise you don't go anywhere. Nope. Nope. I thought I saw a small fish we hadn't caught before. This thing. Did you catch that? It's a shad. Looks a little sad. So we have caught that. Whoa. Whoa! He was on me? Hello? I was too busy being in my inventory. I missed it. The hell? I don't remember that. That's cool. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, there they are. Sitting on top. It's getting creepier. Steadily creepier. Drive to town. Oh, somebody's trying to plant tomato cans? Peach cans? Oh. I need more samples. Fish! It's the fish. Fish, fish, fish. It's always the fish. I know it's watching my research even more closely. It's not even trying to hide it anymore. Why hasn't it killed me? It knows I'm snooping around, but it doesn't take me seriously. None of them do! Even that shadow asshole thinks I'm crazy. When we're all drowning, who will be the crazy one? All of us will drown! We're doomed! So now we've realized that this guy, this homeless dude, is the researcher that we've been listening to the notes for. Kind of like Tannis from Borderlands gets really into the research and then goes insane because of what they're researching and where they are. I just got some new stock in. Let me know if you need something that catches your eye. What can I do for you? Let's chat. Some folks have recently been saying they've been hearing strange things at night near the old graveyard. I'm not superstitious myself, but you can't be too careful. Sell some fish. Boom, 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 boom. We now have $656. That's not very much. So we need the comet. It's tendrils. Wait a minute. There's no diving sign. That guy jumped off the dock earlier. He didn't read the sign! Nothing new here. What is that? What is that? What is that? I don't know if they, like, quickly scrambled to put this together, like, the plot of it, and we're just like, alright, we've got to, like, quickly put something together for, like, a plot, so we just have something that we know we want to work on, and then we'll just cobble everything together. Or if they knew right away, like, or maybe it was, compromise, like maybe one person was like fishing game and then somebody else was like, oh, that's a cool idea as well, and one person said like they wanted to do a horror game or something. I wonder what the conversation was. See how deep we can go. Getting red, getting nice and red. This fucking thing. Oh, right, the creepy lanternfish. Oh! This big thing. Can't see shit. Yeah, the fish is huge. Like, we'll be lucky if it fits in our tackle box. Alright, we're finally out of the red. Oh, nope, it's getting red again. It's getting red again. Nope. Stop. No, please. So close. Oh, we're not gonna make it. Not that pull, anyway. There you go. Is this gonna be it? Nope. Come on. Please. No! Come on! Oh, you pain in the ass. This fish is awful. Oh my god. Come on. Come on, dude. It's gonna do it again. Ugh, fuck you. Fuck you. You son of a bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake. This gluttonous fish tore through its own stomach. Look at that. What the hell is that? There's the fish head. So is, like, the rest of it another fish that was inside? Like, what the hell? That's crazy. It won't even fit sideways in my tackle box. We probably won't be able to fit anything else. We'll be able to fit one more thing. Maybe. If we could get a hand fish or something. Oh, the eyeball's not worth very much. Alright, well, I guess we're getting an eyeball. Yeah, there's a lot of weird looking fish in here. And it feels like a lot of what this vibe, like the game's vibe is matched by Dredge. Except at least with Dredge, there's never any cameras underwater. So there's none of that. You're like, honestly, and the fishing minigames vary depending on the type of fishing you do. So whether you're using your net or whether you're using like a fishing rod, it's completely different. And that was kind of enjoyable. They do a lot of really interesting things with Dredge. And it's funny that after I beat the game, they put out an update for ship customization. And I was like, oh, damn it. I missed ship customization. But now they have 2 DLCs. So, I don't know. I might get back to the game and do some ship customization. And try those 2 other locations. Because when you save, it's like right before the end of the game. So, I can go back to where I was in the game, try the other 2 locations, and do ship customization. We'll see. Because I've been kind of considering it for a while, just because that game was so good, and I'm curious to see what that team comes up with next. Like here. Selfish. So it is night. Maybe now that it's nighttime we go. Maybe that makes a difference. I don't recall that making a difference, but let's see what happens. Drive to the lake. Oh. Oh, hold on. Now it's all red outside the water. Down we go. Oh yeah, our fucking radio stopped playing music. Oh, we got a leech thing. It's like a possessed barnacle or whatever. Is that our radio, actually, now that I think about it? We'll have to check our radio. Oh yeah, it's definitely our radio.
93.5 KARP, the car. Coming at you with the catch of the day. Here's 90210 with their new hit.
Baby fish attached to its mother? This is getting morbid. Just now? Just now. Just now getting morbid. Finally, we're getting morbid. We're finally getting there. Everything up till now was totally fine, but now we're morbid. You can already kind of see what's going on with this fish. Yikes. Gotta make sure this one doesn't bite me back. It's got a mouth in the second of, like, the middle of it. Ah, how soothing. That's as far as we can go right now. Can't go any deeper. Whoa. Oh, that's the one that, took for fucking ever to catch. No, please don't. I don't want you to... I'll take the lanternfish. Or the lanternfish will leave. I'll take that weird thing that looks like chaos at the end of Sonic Adventure. Oh, not you. No, no, no. Let's see if I can cheat the system here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah! That's what I get for trying to cheat it, huh? Whoops. Oh boy, a good old trout. Oh my gosh. That's what I get for trying to cheat it, huh? Damn.
And his track, River Soul.
Oh, it's still there.
How about a bite of this one?
Hi. Hey. Want a little nibble? Come on. What's the matter? Want a bite? I hope I have room. If I don't have room, I'll be very upset. Especially after this struggle every fucking time. Uh-oh. God damn it! Seems oddly different. The hell? Uh-oh? Even then? Really? Alright, let's just sell this stuff. Move on. We're still missing whatever the hell that is. Clairvoyant bass? That's what it was supposed to be that we just picked up? Oh! The guy's gone. Pick up. Offer fish. Leave. So he gave me this. It'll let me go to 999 feet. And it has no allure, which means it will not collect any fish. No fish will go after it. It allows me to go as deep as possible. Good to see you again. Catch anything out there? What can I do for you? Buy gear. So, yeah. We have everything he has available. Let's chat. Have you seen that guy Jenkins around here recently? He's usually yelling some garbage about the end of the world. But I haven't seen him in a while. What can I do for you? See ya. So, like, you can continue to sell fish to him. But now that's it. This is the end. So what should we do but sleep? Night. Whoa. Whoa, it's Silent Hill now. It's Silent Hill now. Yep, Jenkins is dead. Got killed by the Shadow Man. Drive to the lake. Right? This game is fascinating, even though it's only like 50 minutes long or whatever. Alright, so we've got our berserk fucking weight on our look at that shit on the at least we know where to aim, right? So here we go. And if we want, we can just hold and look around. These things. Look at them. So fucking weird. And just listen. Look at this shit. Big mouth! Big mouth! As I sink down like a stone, losing my mind, flesh and bone, revealing the truth behind the facade. At the bottom of the lake, I found God. Become one with us. Become one with us. And together we will devour everything. So there we go, title card. Woo! Yeah, much props to the people involved. At, which university was it? I don't remember. But the people involved did a really good job. Akash Singh, Claire Nantars, Massimo Pavoni, Ryan Brooks. Great work. Frickin' absolutely solid idea. Story, dialogue, Massimo Pavoni, Hoyan Nicholas Na, Ryan Brooks again, Jonathan Mercado, Kayla Scythe. Everybody did a really good job. See? It's more people than I thought it was, but it's still like that's still really really good. Characters, fish. There it is, music, yeah. Massimo Pavoni. Great work on that. The DJ. Quality assurance, engineering. Alright. Marketing? Oh, that's probably everybody who was involved in putting it on the Steam store and then updating it. Yeah, it was just so weird that it... the lovely people at Your Average Studio and you. It was weird how it just, like, came across my, my recommendation queue, and it's stuff like this, and, Broforce, that are, like, I didn't know would have existed, because Broforce I played in Early Access. Stuff like this coming out of nowhere, and being this totally unknown thing. At least at the time, Broforce was an unknown thing, but this is a perfect example of something totally unknown that I probably would not have seen if not for Steam queue being like, hey, here's something. And sure enough, I loved it. Even though it's very, very short, it's just so wildly unique. So, just a fun little creative time. Yeah, actually, so that was 2 free indie games. Thank you so very much for joining. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Be sure to follow Ian. Link below on that as well. You can see it. It's on my Twitch profile. And have a good night. Thanks for joining.